Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at his 4.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Awesome.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Briggs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go, 46. 46.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
26.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll run it here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here you go. 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Now to the left here to Reed. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, get right down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Prescott off play action. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Newton on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, Newton. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A first carry for Elijah McGuire. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Third and 2, Newton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 40. 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now Prescott, and that's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point try by Bailey. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Rolling to his left. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. Give him 30 yards there. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Newton on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hey, get right there.
On first down, it's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good...
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Airing one out for Crowder. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. And out now come the Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll go on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Anderson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
Here we go. 488. Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And this one complete to Reed. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Hey.
Throwing on first down. Newton. Complete. Richardson has it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Gun. Hey, get right down.
On first down, Newton. Flush to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't?
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You go 46. You go 46. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Buying time to his left. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. the shotgun, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. And on the ground they go with the running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Here we go. 46. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them a gain of 38. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Setting up the screen to P-Run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
47, 47.
Prescott off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
46. 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They fake the give. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey. Four down.
From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
Now Newton on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, Newton. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Prescott now on second down, eluding the pressure. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Prescott from his end zone on third. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitched?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Prescott down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming.
20.
This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Newton. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Newton to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Newton. Jordan Reed has it. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Look at this, a tight end carry. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Redskins, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Dallas, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.